We're going to talk about backpack packs right now. Backpack packs come in a variety of sizes, which we'll go through. This first vacuum I'm showing you is a 6-quart backpack. A couple of the features on this vacuum are that it have HEPA filters, 2 HEPA filters, and a 6-quart bag inside. In addition, this particular brand of vacuums has a very unique distinction. We're the only backpack company in the world that's allowed to use the American Lung Association. They're very healthy environmental machines. The backpack comes with several layers of filtration. One, then a cloth bag filter, and down inside with the motor is a pre-filter before the vac motor, then finally the 2 HEPA filters. This vacuum is also available in a 10-quart, and it's just a taller vacuum. They have all the same features. The next vacuum I'm going to talk about very briefly is called the Super Halfvac. This is from Protein. And what this is, this machine is very unique because you can wear it on your waist. You can hang it over one shoulder and run it, or you can actually put the full harness on and wear it like a normal backpack. And the dirt comes in the side and the bag is inside there. The third vacuum we're going to talk about is a battery-powered backpack. And this is the same as the 6-quart from here up, but down here we have a vacuum battery. It's a lithium-ion battery, and it's very important that when you use a lithium-ion battery, you very securely lock it in place when you're either charging it. That's a charger right here on the floor. Lock it in place when you're charging it or when you're using it, and you'll be very safe. This is a 2-motor commercial upright vacuum. This vacuum is available in 12-inch, 15-inch, or 18-inch. It is a HEPA filter vacuum. This is in fact not a true HEPA. It does have a HEPA filter that filters all the dirt that comes off the floor, off the carpet when you vacuum it. It does not filter the carbon dust that comes off of the brush motor, which is the 2nd motor on this machine. Here you see the brush. There's a separate motor with a belt that actually runs that brush, so it's a very efficient, strong machine. To get at the bag on this machine, the bag is right here. There's a dust cup here. There's space here for an extra bag and all the tools. In addition, this machine has a wand that can be extended for cleaning edges and corners. The machine comes with several height adjustments. Right here, you typically want to start a machine on one of the upper settings, and if you start it all the way down on the lowest setting, you're going to wear out the brush prematurely. In addition, here you have 2 indicator lights which will tell you everything green light, everything's working right. You get a red light, you've got something has clogged up either the machine or the brush. This is a 2-motor upright commercial vacuum. This vacuum is available in a 12-inch or 15-inch. Probably the most popular is by far the 15-inch machine. This has some very unique features which we'll review. First of all, it has 2 HEPA filters, one here and one here. With those HEPA filters, it filters anything that gets sucked into the vacuum that gets filtered through the HEPA filter. It is not a true HEPA though, in that the carbon dust that's created on the brush motor, which runs the brush head, is not collected through that HEPA filter. On the machine you have a nice aggressive brush here to do the vacuuming. This machine does not have any adjustments. So you can actually go from a hard floor onto a carpet, onto a thick pile carpet and not make any changes. The one thing you might want to change, however, is on the switch. If you go to that side with the 1, you're not going to have brush running. So this is for bare floors or for doing edges. And when you switch to 2, that turns the brush on. In addition, on this machine, when you pull that handle out, the brush stops. All right? Which is very good because many machines, when you pull the handle out, that brush just keeps going and it's just wearing away on the machine. So that's a great feature. The bag is inside here. And on the inside of the machine here, there's a safety switch right there that the bag presses down. When you put the bag in, it presses that switch. If the bag is missing, the vacuum will not turn on. That's a great feature. In addition, you do get accessories with the machine, a dust cleaning brush and a crevice tool. And a very unique feature with this tool, most dusting brushes go on this way and you clean and dust with it. This particular machine has a great feature where you can actually turn the brush around, open up these wings, and you have an incredibly strong vacuum. They can do upholstery and down into cracks and crevices. Very unique tool. I want to talk today about one of the best-selling upright vacuums we have today. It's from NSS, and it's called the Pacer 12. This is also available in a Pacer 15, so it's a 15-inch or a 12-inch. And some of the features that are fantastic on this machine, you have all these green touch points all over the machine, front and back. And all these touch points are the things that the operator is going to need to touch to run the machine and to maintain this machine on a daily basis. When you open up the gate here, you can see more green touch points. We have a HEPA filter right here. That HEPA filter comes right out of the machine. HEPA filter gives high efficiency particulate filtration. Right here is a pre-filter to the vac motor. Things the customer is going to need to maintain. In addition, right here, how you put the bag on and off the machine, we have that green touch lever right there. And all you do is take this bag out. You can see these ridges that are on the bag. Those ridges are proprietary. That means that no other inferior bag can be put in this machine. So you're always going to get a good set. Another important point here to make is that NSS has put together a kit that has 10 bags, 1 pre-filter, and 1 HEPA filter, so that every time you get to that 10th bag, you change these filters, the vacuum remains as new in its performance. All right, some of the other green features here. This is the height adjustment. So as the brush wears, you can turn this down lower. Some people think if you start on low, you'll have a better operation. You actually need air to move through there, so you need to pick that off the ground a little bit, so the tips of the brush are just touching. Probably on a new machine, about setting 3 is perfect on most carpets. Over here is how we get at the brush. All right, I'm just going to turn this up here, and that brush just comes out so simple. Once again, bright green, and here you can see some little stripes on either side. And these are so you can run a knife through any hair or things that are clogging up this brush. It makes it very easy to maintain. The final thing I wanted to point out, the machine does come with accessories like a dusting brush and a crevice tool. These are just some of the reasons why this machine is one of the best-selling machines. This is a battery upright vacuum. Very interesting, this machine also, when the battery runs out of power, you can plug this machine in and continue to use it. Very unique. In addition, if you look at the machine, the switch here on top, we have a low suction and a high suction setting. If you didn't hear that, sorry. It's a low suction setting and a high suction setting. Most instances with a battery unit, you want to be on the low power and just use that burst of power for any extra dirt you need to go after. This machine is adjustable. Has a removable brush strip on the bottom here. It has a, when it's running, it has a information docket right here that kind of tells you the condition, if the bag is full, the brush is running, or the condition of the battery. On the back of this machine, very interesting access to the bag. The bag is inside this flap, and it goes right in here. This particular bag is made of HEPA grade material, but they just call it a microfilter. A lot of manufacturers that have this HEPA grade material on the bag call it a HEPA vacuum. They really aren't. This is just a disposable bag that goes on the machine. The battery on this machine disconnects and come out right here this way. It locks on nice and securely. And on the battery, you have an indicator that tells you how much power is left in that vacuum. This vacuum is a wide area vacuum. And if you have a huge area to vacuum, you have extremely long corridors, if you have ballrooms, if you have big open spaces of carpet, this is the machine you need. This is a 2 vacuum motor, 28-inch wide area vacuum cleaner. Inside here, you've got a very large capacity bag, and under this blue filter, there are actually 2 1-horsepower vacuum motors. Underneath here, you can look at this and you can see this is a big, wide brush, very aggressive brush to get all the debris. Also built in are edge cleaners on the machine, so you get right to the edge as you vacuum. On the side of the machine, you can see the adjustments for the brush height. Right here, as the bristles wear on the brush, you'd have to put it down a little further. In addition, this machine has a wand that you can use for getting edges and bulky debris picked up. We're going to dig a little deeper into the Model M1 Pig from NSS. The Model M1 Pig is very unique. It has sort of a turbine blower that creates a suction. This machine creates about 200 cubic feet of air per minute, which is a very high airflow. The unique thing about this, though, it doesn't have a lot of lift capacity. So if you were a wet dry vacuum or a canister vacuum, you typically have a lot of strength and lift. Whereas this machine, it's all about the air. NSS also has some phenomenal tools that come with the machine. They're brass connections for long life, amazing high quality tools. I want to talk a lot about the tools here today, and then we'll show you a couple as we turn the machine on. If you come up here, this here is a high reach toolkit, all right? And we could put 3 of these together, and we could reach up to, all the way up to this ceiling, which is about 20 feet or more. If you're in a retail setting or someplace like a gym where there's overhead rafters and stuff, you can actually put this up and over a girder and put the tools on it. Other tools that can be attached to that are pipe cleaning vacuums. One of the biggest problems for an indoor health in a building is all the dust that collects high up. This machine is phenomenal at that. This is a larger size for that. In addition to this brush here, which is flexible and small enough so you could follow around large air ducts. Dusting brush, of course. And then this here's a large wide area tool which can be used for collecting dust off walls or floors or anything like that.